Ooh, wow, girl. This lighting is just amazing. Thank you guys for coming back and joining me. So I have a lot to update you guys with about. So first of all, y'all been missing. I've been missing. We've been missing each other. No, but guys, I got new lighting. This is actually a ring light that I created myself. I have a new camera. So what I'll do is for my ring light, I will list the video below of how I created it. Best believe, guys, I created this ring light for less than $20. So this is about to be bomb. Like, it looks bomb. I feel like my other videos was too much for my softbox lights. And I will ensure to give you guys like a tour of my beauty room. But for sure, I'm about to get you guys updated because I know you guys been waiting. I actually had a young lady from California who called me. Or she had messaged me. One thing led to another. We spoke on the phone. She called me. So her name was Mello, and Mello, I just want to give you a shout out because I'm so excited that you got the position based off of speaking with myself. But also, I have to give you the credit. It was all you did it. So congratulations, love. I'm so happy for you. Like, you're gonna do great. I know you would do awesome, Mello. So now that we got Mello the job, let me go ahead and let y'all know what happened with me. So this is a update in when I went to my Sephora interview. I actually did get the job. For personal reasons, I had to move back to Ohio, and I decided to stay at my current job, stay at my current residence, and not take the leap to move. So when I got there, when I got my interview, basically she spoke to me over the phone and she was like, you need to bring in a model, you know, we're going to give you a makeup scenario. You want to ensure that, you know, you can do the makeup scenario, blah, 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 blah. So when I went to my makeup interview, it was around 2:35. I took notes on my phone, guys, so I'm just looking at it. But it was 2:35 when I got there. My interview wasn't until 3 p.m. So when I got there, I told them that I was there for my interview, and then they actually made me wait until 3 p.m. So the whole time we were sitting there, I was like, listen, this is what we gonna do. You about to go on a date with your fiance, your husband, your boyfriend, whoever he is. You about to pretend like you're on a date. You're going on a date, and you need me to do your makeup because blah, blah, blah. Like, we planned the whole scenario out. Like, I'm not about to be caught off guard. Same page. So from there, by the time 3 o'clock came, I was already there. I already knew exactly what I wanted to pick up for her. I already knew her skin complexion. Another thing is they do have that skin IQ in there that you could, you know, utilize. You know, whether you got 10, I lied to you guys not. I finished between 3:30 and 3:35. And I will ensure to include in this video what her face looked like before and after. So I started between 3:10 to 3:30. I started at 3:10 and I ended around like 3:30, 3:35. So what I did was when my client was in my chair, I was like, oh, you know, I pretend like I did not know her at all. My name's Renisha. You know, I'm going to be assisting you today. Could you let me know what exactly you're looking for? You know, what type of look you want to go for? What's the event? What type of skin type do you have? Are you oily? Are you dry? Are you matte? You know, do you want a matte finish? Do you want an oil, like not an oily, but more of a gloss finish? Like, what type of finish do you want within your foundation? How do you want your makeup to look, etc.? So we were literally like talking. You want to give them the option of multiple foundations to choose from. Don't just pick one. But I think because I was so nervous and I wanted to just get the foundation and the makeup process done, that I didn't really think about, oh, let me grab more than one foundation. I just grabbed the foundation that fit her, match her, that she told me she wanted in the beginning, so that I wouldn't be running out of time. So when I was doing my not my makeup artist, when I was doing my client or my friend or my, you know, the person that came with me makeup, what I did was, okay, so I had the brush in my hand, and you know, I'm doing the makeup or whatever, so I'm doing the makeup on myself. So then I put the brush in my client's hand, and I said, okay, so I want you to go ahead and try to do your eyeshadow on your left eye, and just, you know, rub your shadow in the wish wiper position. So what I did was, instead of allowing her to do something that's gonna mess up my work, like I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh yeah, do your eyeliner, and then you mess up my eyeliner and then have me looking like I can't do makeup. What I did was I made her do something that was easy, which was pretty much transitioning colors. So then that way, you know, you can always fix a transition. I mean, blend, blend, blend. You can always fix that. So I wasn't about to give her like a huge task, like, oh, do this eyeliner because I did this one. I just did it with the transition color. So then that way, not only are you teaching and showing your client, but you're also getting the opportunity for the person who is interviewing you to see that, you know, you're engaging with your client and you're trying to teach her how to do her makeup on her own as well. So from there, after I was done, like I said, I got done between 3:30 and 3:35. We started at, and I'll be honest with you guys, like, it's not about time. Just because I got done in like 20-25 minutes, don't try to beat my time. Don't feel like just because you take the whole 45 minutes or the whole hour that you're not gonna make it, or that you won't get it, or anything like that. Like, I learned all of this based off of experience. So I mean, not to, like, I'm here for y'all, you know what I mean? You got any questions, I definitely want you to leave them below. I mean, you could pause this video to ask your question, but moral of the story is, do not try to beat time. Like, surprisingly, I wasn't even trying to rush when I did that. Like, when I was doing that, I wasn't even trying to rush. It was just the simple fact that I was nervous. You know, I already knew what products that I was going to use. I already knew what look I wanted to do in my head, so everything was pretty much set up for me. So next, we went over to Starbucks. So Starbucks is within the plaza, and it's like right next door to the Sephora store location that I had to interview with. Not inside of JCPenney's, but it was the actual store. So we went over to Starbucks, and because it was really busy and it was a Saturday, we spoke about what I did. So she mentioned, you know, what I did good and what could have been done better, basically. So she mentioned that the only thing that she would have did different is pick up more about what type of foundation that she wanted to use foundation wise. So that's what I mentioned. Like, I should have asked her, oh, do you want a matte finish or a, you know, glossy finish? But I didn't ask that. Like, I asked, oh, what's the event? What type of eye look are you going for? What type of lip look? What type of blush? You know what I'm saying? Like, I went through stuff like that where I didn't really focus too much on the foundation, because I already knew what foundation I wanted to use. I already knew the education behind it of what I wanted to inform her. So I'm just trying to get through this, guys, because I don't want this video to be super long. So then she basically said that's the only thing she would, you know, change about my interview. It's just the fact of, like, you know, picking up more foundations and things like that. So she immediately went into telling her about the full coverage foundation instead of asking. So yeah, so basically what she said I did was I immediately went into telling my client about the full coverage foundation instead of asking what type of coverage she was looking for, as I mentioned already. She said that she really liked the fact that I had the client put the brush in her hand to try it, as that being one of their main things that they want their clients to do, you know, the show and tell thing. And then she just basically, like, started telling me about, like, you know, the positions within Sephora, how you can go to this location and that location and train, and, you know, the multiple locations that you can do within Sephora. She also had asked me, where do you see yourself going with Sephora, and also what makes you want to leave your current job. I mean, those two questions alone, I mean, I was moving from Ohio to Virginia, so that kind of answers why I want to leave my current job, especially because of the fact that, like, my current job do not have a location down there. So that was that, but I didn't answer it like that. But and then, where do you see yourself going with Sephora? Of course, because I have the education background, I just based it off of the fact that I wanted to, you know, train within the company, which is not a lie. It's not a lie at all, but it's the fact that I had to come back home unexpectedly, so I had to just do what I had to do, you know what I mean? She also asked me how would I deal with a difficult customer. You know, if somebody came in and, you know, potentially we didn't have the item that they want. I told her that I would apologize for the inconvenience, let them know that we can order it and we can ship it to the store, ship it to their home, you know, things like that. So I mean, it was some pretty basic questions. Another thing that they give you another thing when you do start, they give you like little books like this, Sephora 101. This one had my numbers on it, and they give you a book called Celebrate Beauty. So these are the books that you get on day one. These are the books that you get on day one. So what Sephora 101 is, Sephora 101, this is just basically giving you, you know, like some, oh shoot, I'm dropping stuff, guys. This is basically giving you, you know, welcome to your Sephora career. Like this first question is, I'm messing up my lighting. Like this first question here is like basically asking, how much training you will receive each day and stuff like that. We didn't really cover too much in this book. It asks questions like, how much is this service and that service? You know, if you do a mini facial, it's free. Mini makeovers is free. Custom makeovers is $50. 45 for, I mean, it's just, you know, questions about the actual company itself. So it's 101 to Sephora. The next one is Celebrate Beauty. Boom. So this Celebrate Beauty is pretty much, I forgot what this book was about. So it's like about their purpose. Their purpose is to get, give, and teach, you know, getting, giving, and teaching. I mean, it's another self-explanatory book. They were relatively easy. You kind of go over them as a group. Like, it's just scenarios of how you will work with the customer and what you will say to the customer if this scenario happened and that scenario happened and this, that, and the other. So this was great. Another Celebrate Beauty with Sephora. Sephora University is what they call it. And the last book that they gave me was a Welcome to Sephora book. So another thing with Sephora is anytime that you're walking into their facility, they want you to put any makeup items that you have that is Sephora into this bag right here. I don't know if you can really see it. It's like a little plastic bag that they give you. They want you to put all of your makeup items in here because what they do is they check you every single time that you leave the building to ensure that you're not stealing. I mean, not to try to like call anybody like a thief or anything, but they want to make, like, you're around so much of their products, they want to make sure that you're not, you know, taking any of their merchandise. And I believe, I can't really remember this, like how much was in this bag, but I believe you were only allowed to put like 6 items in there or something. But as you can see, mine is still packaged and in the plastic because I was only using MAC and I was only carrying MAC in my purse. So unfortunately, I didn't have Sephora items as I do now. I mean, I have Sephora items, but those weren't my everyday items that I was carrying like in my purse and everything. So, boom. Alright, so the next part that I'm going to get into is going to be my gratis bags that I received while I was there. So if you want to keep watching or click on my next video, I will include the Sephora gratis. I kind of want to split this up so that the video isn't that long, but this will allow you to be able to see my experience, the interview questions, my interview and how all of that went, and then my gratis. So yeah, thanks